Hey guys, Venomous here, and I got a brand new Otgt for you. Now today I'm talking about Socom, okay, the actual franchise, Socom U.S. Navy SEALs. I played Socom U.S. Navy SEALs from the very first game that was released on the PlayStation 2, and I love this franchise. The reason why I love this franchise is this, okay? Socom is one of the very few games that actually has interactivity between two different types of gaming equipment, okay? Or at least one of the last ones that are out there, because I know Nintendo does their stuff, like, between their peripherals and stuff, but there's no real kind of, like, game, when actually, linking up sometimes with those types of, like, stuff that what Nintendo does. There are some times, like with the Pokemon games and stuff, like you could trade or whatever, but you don't really unlock stuff and things like that. And SOCOM, like if you've ever played the original, what is it, SOCOM, I think it's SOCOM 2 or something like that. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember, but it worked. It kind of connected with SOCOM, what was it, Fireteam Bravo 2. I forgot the game, what it was, or was it SOCOM Assault, something like that on the PlayStation 2. But if you connected with that, you actually unlocked new skins, you unlocked new missions, you unlocked extra weapons and stuff, which is pretty cool. And I love that about the Socom franchise. It's kind of like the connection between the PS2 and the PSP. I thought that was awesome. And I'm pretty sure you could also do it on between the PSP and the PlayStation 3. I think that's pretty cool. I would love to see maybe some other games actually do some things like that, especially if they got like a multi-platform release where it's on the PlayStation Portable and the Xbox on the PlayStation 3, here and there. I think that's actually pretty cool if you could actually connect between the two systems like that and actually unlock different things or actually gain different things for your game, which is pretty cool. There are some times in some of the SOCOM games that, when they kind of go hand in hand like that, where you can unlock different scenarios for certain missions, like certain different things happen, like instead of it being harder, where like there's a certain, instead of let's say, there's two different groups of enemies and two different parts and you got to take out both. But let's say you actually connected with like the PSP version of, of a SOCOM game, because of what you did in the PSP version, one of those groups of enemies is already taken out, so it's a lot more easier for you to actually go through, actually take out one group of enemy and just move on. So that's pretty cool. I actually like that. I love, that's my favorite aspect about the SOCOM games. Besides the gameplay and stuff, the gameplay is pretty interesting sometimes. I'm not a huge fan of Tactical Assault, which is pretty much it's kind of like a strategy game version of it. I'm much more of the run and gun type of person, with actually being a third person shooter. That's pretty cool. But I love that interactivity between the two different actual gaming peripherals or gaming, mediums. I'm all tongue twisted today. But that's pretty cool. Overall, okay, the shooting and stuff for some of the SOCOM games, especially SOCOM, Fireteam Bravo, SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs 1 and 2, whatever, they're pretty good. All good third-person gameplay. Really cool as far as co-op gameplay. If you're playing with other people online, you're in a group and stuff, that could get fun, especially because you guys got to plan out what you're going to do. If you're with one person that isn't necessarily good at working with teamwork, it could kind of be a little bit annoying. But, especially if you're with a bunch of guys, either your friends or a bunch of guys that know how to play a game, using teamwork to actually get to an objective and stuff, that's cool, that works, that's what makes the game fun. I like SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, to be honest with you, okay? I hope that whatever next installment they bring to the series really takes advantage of the series, pros, and gets rid of things, and isn't really, or really quick to actually mend different problems. Like, for example, there's a lot of problems with hacking on the PSP, and there's a lot of cheaters on there, because you could try to jump into a multiplayer deathmatch and run into some real nonsense and stuff. That's another thing. The only other aspect that I dislike, or the only aspect I should say that I dislike about SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, is that sometimes the multiplayer could be a little bit iffy as far as like team deathmatch is concerned. Not co-op, team deathmatch, okay? Because sometimes it could get a little bit iffy. Like sometimes you'll get killed in certain scenarios and stuff where necessarily you shouldn't be getting killed, or like necessarily like. Sometimes it's kind of a little bit, it's like a love and hate relationship with like, same thing with Modern Warfare 2. Like the game is good, but sometimes there's some nonsense that you have to deal with. But that's okay. Overall, the game is good, great campaigns, decent multiplayer, great connectivity, besides the actual core game itself, great for stuff like that, and I like it, okay? So anyway, that's just my thoughts. Leave your comments or video responses. I don't mind, just keep it civil, let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon. Venomous out, and that was only the goddamn truth.